Shalom family, welcome to another episode of Awa Israel Lives. Okay guys, so in a video, I guess maybe 2 videos before this one, I did my homemade chili. Well, not my homemade chili. I did a quick chili with my grandbabies. So where I'm at, it's really cold, and I usually will do chili while it's cold. So I decided to go ahead on and do a video showing you how I make my chili, okay, from scratch, okay? And just real quick, we're going to get started with the beans. The beans are a very important aspect of a good chili. I'm doing a 4-bean chili. So right now, I'm going to use my pressure cooker. I always use my pressure cooker to cook my beans, okay? But the key to cooking beans, you want to soak them for a minimum of 22 hours. That's after you've sorted them and you've washed them. You want to wash them thoroughly, and you want to soak them for a minimum of 22 hours. I put it in my pressure cooker, and I only cook it for 5 minutes. The reason why I do that, I want to get it to a boil, and then I want to turn it off. Once it cools, you're going to do your final rinse, okay? And then you have your final beans that's ready to drain and cook, okay? So now I'm getting ready to prep this. We're going to cook it in the pressure cooker for 1 hour. While it cooks for 1 hour, I will be chopping my onions. I will also be chopping my garlic, and then I will also be making my vegan cheese. So you'll get to see all of that. So real quick, I'm going to get these beans ready, and I'm going to set it and forget it for an hour, and then I'm going to prep everything else, and I'm inviting you to join me. Okay guys, so I have drained my beans. Now I made enough beans for 2 chilies. So here you can see my beans that have been soaking, and I had extra, and this is smart to do, you know, if you want to save some time. Next time you want chili, your beans are already soaked and they're ready to cook. So I haven't cooked these, so I will basically put those in the freezer. Okay, so for our beans, now we're going to cook them. I am putting 1 cube of vegetable bouillon in there. I'm putting 2 bay leaves in there. And I'm going to go ahead on and season them. I'm going to put some pepper. I am going to use some garlic powder. I am going to use, this is onion powder. And a little salt. I'm not going to use too much because the bouillon really seems to season it very well. And now I'm just going to fill it with water. So your beans should look something like this. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead on and set it. And you really don't have to set it for an hour after soaking it for that long, but that's just the amount of time that I use to do all of my beans. So I'm going to set this to the side over here. I'm going to set it for an hour, and then we're going to do our chopping and make our cheese sauce for our chili. Okay guys, so for me, I like my onions chopped kind of thin for the chili. You don't want big old crispy onions, you know, in your chili. I do have a chopper. I just don't use it. It seems like there's something kind of medicinal about chopping your own onions. So I'm using about a whole a whole onion. And I'm just, but it's a small onion. So one whole small onion. And then I'm just kind of chopping it as small as possible. It's kind of getting to my eyes. I really like this cutting board too, because after you get finished with dicing your onions or whatever you're dicing, you can slide it into this tray, and it makes the cleanup, and it just makes everything easier. Okay, so as you can see, I've chopped my onions. So now I'm going to work on my garlic, okay? And you see this tray here. When I'm finished, you know, you just take the tray out and you just go at it. So I like a lot of garlic, guys. So, you know, I have a cookbook. I'm not advertising it right now, but I do have a cookbook that has precise measurements. I'm working on some other things that I want to get out real soon. But until then, I'm just doing these videos. I would like to go live. If you like my content, help me reach 1,000 subscribers so that I could start doing live cooking demos. But yeah, guys, we're chopping our onion and our garlic right now. And then after I get all of that chopped up, then we're going to start on our cheese sauce, okay? I'm going to just show you the ingredients for the cheese sauce. And then in another video, I'll show you how to make it, okay? So I'm just trying to keep this video about the chili, all right? And of course, like me, when I eat chili, I always want to eat it as a chili pie. I really, you know, sometimes I'll do the chili and crackers things, but the majority of the time, I want a Frito pie. So that's what I'll be having with this chili tonight. My husband, he goes either way, you know. He'll do chili pie, he'll do chili with crackers. He'll do both. All right, so we get these all chopped up. Did I tell y'all I love garlic? But you know, I haven't had a person yet who doesn't like my chili. So apparently I'm not using too much garlic, but I actually entered a chili making contest a while ago. Well, my husband, actually, it was at his job, and they had a chili contest, and my chili won. And at the time, we ate meat, so what I did, I just kept the same chili recipe, and I just substituted just with beans only. Of course, I had beans in the other chili, but I didn't have as much beans, so I just increased the beans and kept the same recipe, and voila. There are 2 secret ingredients that I do not give away, because one day I may have a little restaurant. We'll see if I can get some people to run it and work it for me. But anyway, guys, so we got everything chopped up. I'm still waiting on the beans, so I'm going to go ahead on and do the cheese sauce. Like I said, I'm just going to give you the ingredients of the cheese sauce on this video. I'll show you how to make the cheese sauce in another video, but I just want you to see what I'm using for the cheese sauce because it will be a part of this meal. Okay, thank you guys. Okay guys, so I promise you to show you what I put in my, what I use to make my cheese sauce. So what you see, this is about a 16 ounce glass. So I filled it halfway with cashews. You can use salted cashews. If you use salted cashews, you want to go heavy on, light on the seasoning. But I use my plant milk that I make instead of water. That makes the sauce a little creamier. So you just fill this halfway with cashews, and the rest of it I use my plant milk that I make. Okay, so you're going to use that. We're going to use the cheese sauce, the nutritional yeast. We're going to use taco seasoning. We're going to use chipotle seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and then I do have a secret ingredient that I put in my cheese dip to take it over. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead on and make this, guys, and when we come back, the beans will be ready and we will start putting together the chili. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay guys, cheese sauce is done to perfection. Okay, so now we're going to heat this up, set it and forget it. We're still waiting on the beans, and once the beans are ready, we'll start putting the chili together. Okay guys, so the beans are done. So now it's time to start putting the chili together. We're going to be using, of course, the beans. We're going to use the onion and the garlic, which I'm going to saute, onion powder, seasoned salt, garlic powder, black pepper, and I forgot I used celery salt, just a little, smoked paprika, or oregano. I use chili peppers. I don't use the hot ones. I use a can of, this is just regular diced tomatoes, a can of diced chili ready tomatoes, and one can of, this is a generic Rotel, and one thing of tomato paste, and I use a broth, and I have a couple of secret ingredients that I won't be showing you today. So real quick guys, let's go ahead on and put this chili together. Okay guys, we're going to saute the onions. guys, it's time to assemble our chili pie.